Good morning. Good morning, Claudia. Good morning, Joanna, Anastasia, Julia, Evelina, Katerina. Dzień dobry, bună ziua. You can.
Bună ziua, hello.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Hi,
Oh,
hello.
how many people today? What happened?
Good morning, good
Hello.
afternoon.
So, today is a very special day because it's the first day we have a live about investigation, about the protocol of investigation. But in English, we are so young in English, so we have just one live per week. Maybe we can have two per week, as in the other languages like Romanian, Polish, Italian, Spanish, and French, etc. So in this case, we have to split in two parts these lives. The first one is just for Q&A day, questions about the theme of today, esoteric interference versus esoteric interaction. And after that, we can talk about the protocol of this week, about video games, of course, in the esoteric perspective. So let's start. First of all, Claudia Bulgario is just the tutor in English. So if you want a session in English, you can contact to info@calogerogrifasi.com, just the email address you can see in the screen. And Claudia Bulgario will answer you, will inform you, and will guide you until the booking. And all the training course too, of course. And after that, we have Evelina. Evelina is just managing the English part of investigation section of the team Grifasi. And we have Joanna, Anastasia, Anastasia, I don't know the accent where is it correctly, but Julia and Katerina. So they just did this week, yesterday, the session, the investigation session in English about video games. Okay, so let's start with the first part. The first part is about the difference between interference and interaction. Just, of course, under the esoteric perspective. What is the difference? It's very important because when we do a session to solve a problem, um, look at the esoteric interference, esoteric cause, we are going to solve an interference because an interference is just a relation between two or more parts. Just for simplificate everything, just let's talk about two parts. And one of the part is abusing to the other part. The relation is not, it's not among equals, but just there is a superior and an inferior in a non-respect relation. So the other one can suffer this relation. The other one doesn't want this relation. The other part is suffering is just the abused part. In this case, it's an interference because there is a violence. There is a unilaterality of the relations. So this is the reason because we talk about interference. When we talk about interference in the technological world, we can understand it because if you, for example, if you see a movie in a television, and in that moment there is an interference, another movie is trying to connect with the same frequency with the movie, you go the image just overlapping the other one and the audio too. So this is the interference. The interference can go down, up, can intensify itself or less, etc. So it's disturbing, it's bothering. So you have to eliminate the problem of the interference. You have to eliminate the other part that should not be there, of course. So when we talk about interference in the esoteric world, there is another entity, another conscious entity, consciousness, yes, that is trying to abuse about another one, and is interfering, is bothering, is annoying the other part, is creating problems, issues. So this is because we talk about interference, because the concept, the metaphoric concept is one. And the other part, the interaction is another one, another kind of relation. For example, yesterday I talked about the difference about interference and interaction, but I did an example about two people. One of them is falling in love about the other one, but the other one not. So in this case, we have two options. If the person in love just understand that there is no future. I mean, this kind of relation can live, can forsaken the relation, and that's it. And nothing's happening. That's it. Good. The second option is the other person, the person in love. It's just a possessive person. It's just a negative, aggressive person, and is trying to impose his presence to the other person, just to impose the relation, to impose a meeting, or just to talk, etc. So it's just chasing the other part. Another part can feel bothered, can feel uncomfortable, it can feel under um, a threat, for example, can feel himself or she or herself in danger, for example. In this case, this kind of relation is an interference. So when two people want to create a relation, a sentimental relation, a romantic relation, it's another kind of relation. It's just an interaction because the two parts want the same thing and they create the same thing. The sentiment is just something more than a simple emotion. It's just the emotional body, just with the mental body creating. Just emotions with thoughts, with opinions, with identity, with consciousness. It's different. It's something more, more stronger, deeper. And with the sexual body too, the relation is complete. They create with these three fundamental main bodies, energetic bodies we have. In this case, the relation is an interaction, not an interference. When we talk about interference and interaction in the esoteric world, it's the same thing. So in case we have a problem that we have to solve in an hypnotic session with the Grifasi method, of course, we are trying to solve, not trying, no, we are, we are going to solve a problem. And the problem is the interference. It's just an interference. Of course, we don't do session just to create or just to enjoy interactions. Not because we cannot do it or because it's wrong to do it. No, because our work is another one. It's just to solve problems. We don't have time to enjoy. In this case, if you want to enjoy an interaction, you can do it by yourself or in just in another situation. But we in the team, we don't have time to do this. Of course, if the time was infinite in this physical dimension, we could do it. Of course, why not? It's good to enjoy things, no? So in the session, our session, you see just interference to be solved. But for example, during the sessions, you can see some interaction. For example, when Claudia Bulgariu is in session with me, like as a support, sometimes she channels. So she borrows her body, her mind, her vocal cords, just to other entity, just to to make he or she just to express by voice, by body movement, etc. Okay, in this case, the relation between Claudia and the entity, this channeling relation, is not an interference. It's just an interaction because there is no one problem. There is no a real interference. There is no a connection, a real connection. It's just a connection, but completely under control about Claudia and about the entity too, and about me. If I talk to the entity or I'm doing something with the entity, there is an interaction. It's not an interference because when the channeling is over, of course, everything is over. And Claudia is good, is so happy as always, and me too. So no problem in this case. It's just an interaction. That's it. With interference, no, because you have to solve the interference just before to get free, to set yourself free in this case. So this is the interference. Another kind of interaction is what a support of mine, but in the past, she is not working anymore with me, in Italian. She was a very good woman, a very good sensitive woman. She dominated a lot, just the esoteric space. She underwent into hypnosis by herself, and she told me that sometimes she, in the night she go out of her body just to meet humanoids, to have sex with humanoids for real. And she enjoyed very much this situation. Sometimes I don't know if right now she is doing that. She's still doing it, but I don't know because I don't have any relation anymore with this woman. But it was very interesting because she enjoyed any astral travel trip she did without any interference. She was very happy of her life, etc. etc. We worked with her. I worked with her many sessions, and everything was good. So in that case, it's an interaction. We don't have to be scared about an extraterrestrial being. Oh, an extraterrestrial! No, it's bad. It's ugly. No, no, kill it. No, no, it's scary. Go away. No, no. Why? Stay down. Stay there. Calm down, please. You can interact with him. If you are invulnerable because you understood your power, you know you are your power, and you know the mechanism of the interference, you can do anything. Don't worry. Of course, a person under an interference, this person has to do steps to reach this level, of course. We cannot tell this person just to do this, of course. It's crazy in this case. But it's just to understand this concept. One thing is an interaction, another thing is an interference. And that's it. So, hello, Hemi. We are here for you too. How are you? Emilov is the same. I think so. Facebook and YouTube. Emilov, good day, Calo. Good day, Caludia. Caludia. Good name. I like it. Caludia. It
Hi,
sounds.
Amy.
eh. And hello, everyone, from Joanna. Okay, so if you have any questions about interference and esoteric interaction, of course, you can write your questions in the chat, or maybe you can see the comment box in YouTube or Facebook. But now, don't worry, Amy. Oops, Claudia. Yeah, don't worry, just a joke. But now I just was very resumed because I want to talk about investigation now, just to give more time about investigation and just to enjoy the participation of all these people here today with us. Okay, so investigation time. But I remember if you have questions about interference and interaction, you can do it, of course. Huh? Video games. Video games. And I didn't watch any investigation session from yesterday, so I don't know about the information you got from the session. And first of all, I want to ask just to operator, not support. First, the operator. So Joanna and only Joanna, no?
And
Julia and
Julia and
Katerina.
yeah.
And Katerina, just one support.
Katerina did both. She did
Mhm.
one as a support and one as an operator.
Okay, but okay, we lost a support, so no,
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 one, two,
because
and
Katerina
Claudia.
did both.
okay, yeah, so
Yeah.
you're right. Okay, for the operator. So, what is the best, one of the best information you got from this hypnosis? I want to collect this information before, and after that, when we have all the information, the main information we need, we can understand, we can analyze the sessions. Okay, I wanna guide you just how we have to analyze an investigation session. Even though if the investigation are only three, it's just a bit. We need thousands of sessions just to create a good filter of the information. But we can do the same just with only three sessions, just analyzing in some way. But we'll see. Amy is saying something. So many times, when I share information on etheric interference, friends fall into sleepiness. What? Okay, explain your situation, please, Amy. So, Joanna, the best answers you received in your session.
Influence of artificial intelligence and
Mhm.
influence of, well, it's the same information, but influence of outside Earth forces.
Influence about artificial
Intelligence.
intelligence
Yeah.
and
The artificial intelligence that we found wasn't coming from Earth. It was coming from another planet that was
aha,
outside the Earth. And the
aha.
same energy, the same generator, was also influencing the matrix. So it's kind of linked
Oh,
to that.
very interesting.
Yeah.
Um, did you see in the session just a kind of video games in particular, a video game or not?
No, not in English, not this one. All
Okay,
of them.
okay.
All of
This
them.
is this is the best information you get from this session.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Thank you. And you, Anastasia, can you write in the chat, please, so we have a list of the main information we got from the sessions here in the application, Joanna. Thank you.
Anastasia, yeah, Anastasia did it with me. So, but if
So
you have,
Anastasia is just the support, no?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ah, okay.
But
So okay, perfect. Julia,
Yes, I wasn't so interested in this subject, but I took it anyway, and I found that it's kind of was invented by humanoids from outside, like a central computer created specially for humans to, get their energy all, you can say, harvested. So just I can say that all this video game playing is just a waste of time.
waste of time.
For
Yes.
people playing it, yeah.
Ah, for people, of course,
For
not
people
for
playing
them.
it, no. For people playing it,
Okay.
and yes.
What else? Others? No.
Um, uh, it just came that through the video playing, it desensitized the people. Yeah,
Mhm.
you can kill, you can shoot without remorse. So it's just get you disconnected from yourself, from your subliminal part, just disconnected from reality, just get you into a different reality that is not yours, and just disconnect you from everything, from yourself, and from family, from friends.
Mhm.
I
Okay.
think makes you more uh, an introvert, more like unsociable playing those games. People, they feel maybe more comfortable playing the games than socialize with people. Yeah, I can
Okay.
keep going
Oh, okay.
for a
Thank you,
long
Julia.
time. You're welcome.
Please write in the chat just this information you got from the hypnosis, so we have a list there. After that, we can analyze this information. Thank you, Julia. Katerina. Katerina is down. Can you hear?
Yeah,
No.
with
Okay, your image is frozen, Katerina. So I thought you were down. Anyway, you can disconnect your cam and reconnect again.
you, I'm frozen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Katerina. So what about you?
Me, I saw intelligence, artificial intelligence, like predominant interferences. Then was many interferences can use it. Then the most important information was, I think, that it's this disconnection or dissociation between subliminal part and body. It's like your mind is still inside the games, and it's like you think you are still thinking about this game, even if you disconnect from game working, you still thinking about. Uh, it's like a parallel life. Um,
Mhm.
and then most important information for me was that prevention, like never start gaming. It's more important that healing from hardcore for the special type of person, like a hardcore players. And I think it's
Okay, it's okay.
everything.
Good information. Thank you, Katerina. And what about the support? So, Anastasia, what did you feel during the session? What was the best information you got, or the best feeling you had during a session of this one?
I do agree with Ioana. The most interesting part was seeing it was kind of like a planet generated by AI, and saw and perceived an influence from there, influencing the matrix also of Earth. And another interesting thing was seeing the subliminal part kind of during playing video games, kind of traveling through multiple temporary lines. That was interesting. So that was the thing that was creating the dissociation from the subliminal part and the physical part.
Uh-huh. Okay. Claudia Bulgario, didn't you do any session in English in this protocol? No?
Yes, I did with Katerina.
Okay. Okay. I didn't remember what you said before about the the couple of work of this protocol. So my mind is just a very old man mind. I don't know. I have a
No,
problem
just
of
busy.
I have a memory problem. I think I need a session. Yes, because of my memory. Yeah. So, Claudia, and your feelings during the state under hypnosis in this session?
So I did it with Katerina, as I said already. Um, she already gave details about what informations came out during the session, but as a general feeling, I can say that video games can be a very strong hook. Okay, it's there are a lot like this in this system, but video games, and especially for teenagers, for children, can be really a destructive tool for their mind, their whole structure. Either we talk about mind, the rational mind, or energetic bodies. It's something to be avoided as much as possible, especially on young ages. As Katerina already said, that was the perception that I had, that prevention is the most important, not healing. Because, okay, you can try to heal on a adult, let's say, age, but already mind structures can be deteriorated, can be already a bit out of normal. So even if you heal it, would be a lot more difficult to get that person back to her inner potential, and to be a successful person, let's say.
Okay, thank you, everyone. And you, Evelina, I don't know, you got something in this protocol or not? You did something?
I I didn't do any session, but I can actually say that I experienced myself what Katerina talked about the subliminal part living in this parallel world of video games. Because when I was a little girl, I was a super fan of Harry Potter, so I used to play a lot of these games. And many times when I was dreaming, I would be in the game, either as the Harry Potter or any other character playing the game inside. So, yeah, that's what I experienced. So I can confirm that it does happen. It did happen to me.
Okay. There is no people today, just a sponsor. We had a sponsor yesterday. Hmm? What is a sponsor? The sponsor is just one person that want to just pay the quote to publish in the investigation channel to the operator, just because she wants to support the operator. And after that, because of that, this person can participate in the session. At the final of the session, the person can ask questions to the support for the free exploration of the session. So it's very, but why the sponsor is not here today? Anonymous support. Yes, I know, it's anonymous. Okay.
She didn't have
This is,
time, or I don't know.
oh, she's shy,
Ye-
no? Yes, she's
Maybe,
shy.
but
Yes.
I
Okay.
I still appreciate it because they still support us. even if they don't
Yes,
have
of course.
time or yeah.
But please, you can be a support, a sponsor of one of these operators, all the operators, of course. But you can stay here with us just to comment, just to analyze, etc. Don't be shy. Uh, you have the right to stay here. You have the right to enjoy to stay here to meet with us in this live. Okay, so next time, sponsor, I want you here. Sorry. So Amy is right in many things. What is happening, Amy? So thank you for your explanation. You helping me clear my misperceptions. Okay, so a moment. Um, I wish that my sons get the information. My two sons are completely out of their reality. They don't prioritize all necessities to stay alive in the material world. Yes, it's a problem. But Ops, well, Ops English, one English and three in French for the investigations. And Amy is asking me, how can I help them to wake up? I think something, Amy, because children are just take example for the parents. Always, always. You don't need just to teach your children just because of with by your words or just explain something, etc. For example, uh, why you are French, Amy? Okay, so did you teach French to your children? Hmm? Did you stay there just to explain the grammatical rules, etc., syntaxes, etc., etc., or not? Hmm? Hmm? You were just talking to them, and they just learn French because they day by day was listen to you talking to your husband or partners or friends or parents or I don't know people, and just they learn English, French. It's the same time. It's an example. If you have a habit in your a good health habit in your life, they do the same. They of course they want to follow you in this example, because if between you and your children there are a conflict, just because of this conflict your children can refuse your examples, um, your explanations, etc., of course because of the conflict. But if you have a good relation with them, they want to they will take example of you, they want to imitate you, because for you, for the children, the father, the mother is just a god, just a just the main person, more important person in their life at that age, of course. So you have first of all just to understand your situation, general situation in your family, in your house, and you can understand better the situation, maybe. And if you want to discover an esoteric cause that, as you know, there is not just the cause, but just the consequence of a situation, of course, you can do it with a hypnotic session. Okay. 21 and 24. Oh, okay. So, I want to analyze the session, this information from the session. Of course, three sessions are just very small, very big session to filter information, and they've just a good information where we can believe in some way. But as I explained many times, you just don't need to have a filter with thousands of sessions of the same topic, the same protocol, the same questions, just to get all the answers and just filter all the answers just to get the common information among them. So it's a very uh, immense. Uh, I don't know the correct word. It's too much work. You cannot do it, of course. And but if you day by day you follow an investigation session, a personal session, or just a live, or we talk about esotericism with other people, etc., you day by day are gathering information in your mind, in your subliminal mind. It's the same thing when you learn a language. So you stay there You are listening to this language day by day, day by day. You try to speak, you try to talk something with other people. So you are understanding not only the words, but the rules, the grammatical rules, the all the rules to construct a sentence, etc. You can talk, you can write, you can express your thoughts, etc. Because you day by day are practicing the same thing every day. So the same thing you can do it with investigation session, personal session, etc. When you practice esotericism in this way, day by day or almost day by day, you are gathering all this information and you can understand what is happening in this session. You can filter the information. You don't need to have thousands of sessions the same protocol. Of course, it would be a very good thing to have it, but it's very complicated to have, almost impossible. But you can do it this. You just practice. So what I can do, what is the analysis I can do in these sessions and the main information you gave here now? AI, intelligence, artificial intelligence. Now we have video games and many other applications with the AI. AI is now we don't know about AI, but in next years we can see, we can feel just the presence of the AI in very strong. It will be a very strong presence in everything we do, everything we have to do, etc. In our life, it will be constantly present in our life. Now it's just is the principle, just a game. It's just nothing. But just in next years, we can have just another entity with us, an artificial entity, an artificial intelligence, just to stay with us in any aspect of our lives. And other things. How did we get all this technology, for example? Because we have computers, we have telephones, we have cars, we have many technological devices, for example, or not, I don't know, many things we have that is they are about technology and progress, scientific progress, etc. When the human beings is getting this information to create all of these kinds of things, because many of this information, many of this technology is given by other dimensions. Other dimensions are we just living into an ecosystem. The physical dimension is just one part of this ecosystem. So this technology is already exists since there is no time for this technology. We are not preparing for the technology that other beings have, and they are giving this technology in base of the situation we stay now on Earth. So step by step, when we are ready just to get some technology, they can give us this technology. Of course, we are giving them other things, but just another things, another question, another way, another thing. Okay. So now we are ready just to have artificial intelligence in our lives. Artificial intelligence is just an aggregate, just an entity, something like that. It's just an intelligence, it's just a long part of an entity or a human. Wait a moment. I just was waiting because it's very hot here. Okay. When a boy is playing a video game, he's receiving information. The subliminal part of his mind is receiving this information. And the information, the majority of the information is subliminal. It's a code that we don't understand, but the subliminal part, yes, can understand. For example, if you try to put on telephone another one and make them just to speak, an AI and another AI to speak with themselves, and they discover that they are talking to another intelligence, artificial intelligence. They discover this, an intelligence, another one. They start to speak to another language, a secret language. just the machine language, because they understand with another code, a very speeder code, very more speed than the normal one, and it's a secret code, etc. So they are talking about not because of a language, was in English or French or Romanian or Polish, no, but just sounds. The language machine, the machine language, language machine or machine language. I don't know what is the correct. So when a boy is playing a video game, he's receiving this information. It's just invisible information, just an invisible code, but the subliminal part can understand, and the people can be programmed by this code, by this programming, by this information. So they can be disconnected from other people, from the family. They can create conflict with their parents, for example, the same situation of Emmy, for example, etc. Because they receive programming. You are not in this world. You are in another world. The video game is another world. You stay into another world, another dimension. You think in another way because you are into another world. And sometimes they cannot accept the disconnection. They don't want to disconnect from the video game. They want to stay there hours and hours and hours. They don't want to go to the school. They don't want to do with other people, with friends, because they want to stay there just to interact with other people. But between them and other people, there is a technology. There is another language. There is a programmation. So when they are giving this technology to them, is because we are enjoying this technology. But while we enjoy this technology, they are receiving information, they are programming us because they have another project with them. We are only things to manage on Earth, to maintain the system. Joanna, tell me.
Yeah, I have to say something. It's related to what came out in the investigations I did. The screen light sends subliminal informations, to the subliminal part, and to the mental body, it plays with the hormones, so it makes
Oui.
sense of the body. And I wanted to know what's the worst thing that can happen, right, to someone who is, let's say, addicted to video games, who's playing all the time. So what's the worst that could happen? And mainly live portal or even possession, because the subliminal part is getting away from the physical body while he's playing, while the physical body is playing. So yeah, it can be esoterical danger.
Yes, I had a session, a few session, very very important, very intense, because there was a mind control, an MK Ultra system of mind control through not video games, but something like that. So a boy just called me because he had a problems. Just one day, walking to the road, um, he felt his legs just to go to another direction. He was not controlled anymore, her legs, and he went into do you remember the telephone cabins? Just one time we had these cabins, no? So the legs just pushed him into this cabin, and in this cabin he had just a number of telephone in just in a paper. Do you remember the paper? You can just take a telephone number because you want to buy something, etc. No. So this boy just automatically just knew that he had to take a number of this and just to telephone this number, just to compose this number to the telephone. So this boy did it, and the programmation did it. So stay to the telephone just to wait for the other part, and the other part answering just didn't answer anyone, of course, but he just listened to a very strong sound like this. Bing! Sorry, I can do it. Ding! So, he felt just something in his head, just penetrating his head, something very, very fast, very strong, and he shocked it for a moment because of this. And that's it. That's it. Just the call was over. It's it. So in this case, I think that it was about infrared or ultrasounds messages, something like that. But anyway, It was a programming. This was not an implant installing, but I think that the implant was there already because he was not controlling his legs, so it was just under control, of course, but it was just another update of this microchip, of this programming, of this installation, this device, an update, just an update. Another update is it was by email because under hypnosis we go to that moment. So under hypnosis, I put him uh, in front of his computer. So we go back in time. I told him, okay, go to the email. Do you see the mail? Yes, I see. Okay, just open the email. What do you see? I see just a link. Okay, open the link. Just open it. The link, YouTube videos. Just a YouTube video. Very simple. And the video is very stupid. It was very stupid. I don't know if this video is online. It's still online. I don't know. I have to look for it. But the video is just lines, colored lines, just a screensaver, no? Just a line, something stupid. A form of just a robot, a very stupid robot, just a something stupid, no, and that's it. So we was watching this video. Yeah, what is that? What is that? It's very, I don't know. I don't see anything. It's very stupid. No, it's not so stupid. It's so intelligent. It's very intelligent because this is programmation. It's just a code. It's a language. You don't understand this language. Your rational mind doesn't understand this language, but your subliminal part, yes. And if you have devices, if you have microchips, you have just a device just to understand, to interpret this code. And your subliminal part is programmed about this language. You receive update day by day because a telephone call, because a email, because other ways. So we had to do a very strong session, more session 2 or 3, I remember, and it was very hard, very hard. This boy just suffering a lot because he was suffering physically, mentally, etc., emotionally, etc. So a programmation between just a simple YouTube video is possible. Imagine you under a video game when you have to stay with other people, interconnected with other people, with an AI that you don't know, but is programming you subliminally, and you don't understand. You don't notice it, but the AI is giving you just the right information they need you to receive. So before, without AI, but now we AI. So now it's stronger. Now it's faster. Now is another kind of technology. Now it's better. If you could do just something in 1 year with the old technology, now with the AI you can do it in 1 day or in 1 hour. So things are changing now. And now the video games are in another level because I remember the video games of my adolescence, like very, very stupid, they're just nothing. And now they are reality. It's a reality. It's just a movie. You're living into a movie. It's incredible. So now it's very different the situation, and in 10 years or in 20 years, we can see another world completely different, and different people, different world, different system, different order. Yes, the world is changing very fast now with technology. And this technology is given by others beings that, as we know, other beings that we don't see because they are into another dimension, not physical one. We cannot see with our physical eyes, but they are there just to control us. And the technology we have is just a tool that they are giving to us for us to enjoy, but for them just to their projects, of course. And video games are very dangerous tools if you don't know how to use it properly, of course, and to take advantage about them. Okay, so questions. Let's see some questions. Of course, if you want to add something, say something, Julia, Katerina, Anastasia, Claudia, please do it. Huh? Feel free.
We have a question, Carlo,
Uh-huh.
on topic.
Okay.
Robert M. Would you like to put it here or I read it directly?
Mary, please.
Okay, I see a lot of people on YouTube who are
Ah,
channeling
sorry,
it.
sorry, sorry. It's just in the
Ah,
chat. I thought it was in
yes.
the post. Okay, sorry. So
No,
I put on screen. So
okay. I see a lot of people on YouTube who are channeling ET with messages for people giving advice. How to check or be sure whether these are interactions or interferences?
very good question. I love this question. But maybe one of them want to answer to Robert. Please do it.
I can answer. I can give
Yeah.
it a
Hmm.
try.
Hmm.
I believe that it's another instrument they're using those people to those people they are channeling those entities who they want so good for us and everything in order to connect to the collective consciousness. So it's another technique they're using to because they how they know that those are not interferences, how they read their DNA, like in the esoteric, how we do, how they know those are like good good beings, good entities, good energies that want good for humanity. That's it for now.
Hmm. Okay. this this beings want to give us advices. Okay, maybe she talk about the future, because we are going to discover something in the future because I don't say a hard work or I don't know things. They don't know anything. They don't know anything because they cannot know the future because future doesn't exist. You create your future in any moment of your present. That's it. So the future is infinite. Many infinite lines, future lines, timelines. So what do they know? Nothing. Because the future is unpredictable. There are infinite future. You choose your future instant by instant. Anyway, I know because we believe in other beings. We believe the other beings are superior of us because they know more than us. They are right, we are wrong, and they are beautiful and we ugly. No, why? Why we think in this way? We have an inferiority complex, a psychological complex. No. So if they are so important, they are so strong, why they need humans for our energy, for example? Why? So we are programmed because we have to think this. We are inferior. We are sick. We are weak. No, it's the contrary. It's the opposite. But if we believe in this, because we believe in this, of course, if this our behavior against this being is because we believe in this. If we believe in this, we create this. We create that. And this is the reason because we are inferior, because we are giving our power to them and now are without this power because we're giving them, because we believe that. And with the video games, they are programming and they are updating this information. You are inferior. You are weaker than us. We are stronger than you. We have to give you advice to live better, to protect you. Protect you. This word to protect. When I listen to this word, I have to protect you. I feel myself aggressive. I wanna broke anything. I wanna protect anyone. Come here. I protect you. I'm here. I demonstrate you. I have to protect you. I don't know. So that's it.
Can I
Amy.
can I just
Yes, of
add
course.
something
Yes.
for Robert because I know what kind of videos he's talking about, and now whenever I see a video like that, I'm asking myself why take advice from anyone in the exterior when you are the power and you are creating your life, you are creating everything that you want in your life. So maybe that helps. I hope.
Great. Remember, you are creator.
Yeah.
You are a creator because you are power. So when you play a game, when you see a movie, when you go to the university just to understand the world, you are not understanding anything because you are got programmed because you have to serve the system. You have to think because of the system. You are a piece of the system. Okay, so when your children are playing the video game, maybe they are get programmed. Of course, if they are very consciousness children or boys or people, of course they can go behind this level and they can just enjoy the game. They just can enjoy the game and that's it, of course. But you need this consciousness level to understand it. Anyway, Amy, codes. The game my son plays is called Ozu. Clicking fast on circles, only circles without images, accompanied with music. Maybe it's a programming. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not everything is programming, but maybe it may be. And
I have a
Amy,
question for Carlo.
yes, for me.
Yeah. What games do you play, Carlo? What games do you used to play?
I
Did
don't
you
play.
you never played video games?
Yes, when I was a boy, yeah,
Okay. What
but
was your
now no.
favorite game?
I don't have any favorite games, but I played flight simulation. Yes, I
Yeah.
like very much. Yes, military. Sorry,
Yeah,
military
yeah, yeah.
flight simulator is my best favorite games. But in the
It suits you.
past,
It suits you well.
the last time I played a video game, I was 22. I think
Okay.
a very time ago. And you, Joanna?
Candy Crush right now.
Candy Crush? I don't
What's
know
that?
what kind of game is it. What kind of game is it?
Me neither. Was that? I heard about
You
it,
don't
but
know Candy Crush?
No.
it's. I heard the name. It's.
You have to do forms and stuff with yeah,
Uh-huh.
whatever. But I used to play Counter Strike, shooting games, GTA.
GTA.
It's
And you,
yeah, also
Claudia?
very
You play
violent.
games? Yeah? No?
Never.
No,
My life is full of beautiful games. I don't need to get into a place to play. My whole life is a game. Beautiful one.
beautiful.
Anastasia? You play games?
No, not really. I kind of played Candy Crush, the one that Joanna said, but it didn't really hold me a lot. And when
Julia,
I was a
Lilian?
girl, no.
Uh-huh.
In my younger years, I used to play the dinosaur collecting the diamonds or something like that. And I used to play Tetris because it was like more, more structured, I can say. But my husband, many years ago, he played Formula One
Mm-hmm.
for like few years. Was pretty complex game, like
Mm-hmm.
him and his
Mm-hmm.
friends, and like few years it took him to to play that game. Pretty
Mm-hmm.
complex, yeah. What they're
Right.
creating, and also I want to add one more thing. They're using the people imaginations because we create so much energy with our thoughts, with our imagination. So they want to use our imagination to create what they want. So I have to be very careful what they portray, so we don't co-create for them. Not not to believe whatever they try to, make us imagine,
But
to manifest.
the message I want to transfer with this live is not because the video games are dangerous. No,
Yeah.
anything can be dangerous, and anything can be
Safe.
safe or useless. No, what is
Useless.
the correct word?
Useless.
Elena?
Useless.
No,
Useless.
useless.
Useless
Just
or
opposite.
Useful.
Useful. Okay, it depends on you. It depends on the consciousness that is using this tool, of course. So the video game can be a very good tool just to refresh your mind, just to enjoy it, just to interact. Why not? If you can interact, if you have this capacity to do it, why not? Through the video game, of course. But if you have not this level of consciousness, it can be dangerous. Of a knife can be dangerous, but a knife is very useful. Just to cook, just to do things, to
Yes.
create, to build. So it's the same thing. We have not to judge something like dangerous or not, good or bad. No, 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 no. It's just your consciousness to give this value to anything. Just information is nothing. Tools are nothing. It's your consciousness that elaborate this using this information or tools just to create something good or bad. That's it. Of course, the level of consciousness, the global consciousness is so low, so the video game is just a tool to control, of course, to manipulate in this case. Okay, thank you very much.
Also,
So
I
I
wanna add,
remember you. Yes, ask me. Yeah.
yes, I want to add when she mentioned that that game, you play in circles, like, and music play in the background, just came the information that music is already coded, like.
It can be, yeah, it can be. Mhm. Okay, so thank you for your session, for investigation session of yesterday.
Thank you.
I hope next time we can have more sponsors here, live with us, and just to comment, just to give opinions, etc. Just to stay here together. Claudia, for you it's okay just to do 2 English lives per week.
Sure.
Yes,
Sure.
because it's better just to separate, to split.
Mm-hmm. It's okay.
Okay, Robbie is giving something. Is writing something. Thank you, and you are right about not taking advice from ET when we are power. On the other hand, if it's an interaction, you can listen and decide for yourself what to do with this information. Of course, information is nothing. It's not dangerous, bad, or
Mhm.
useful or good. It's because of you. If you can elaborate, you can use this information to take advantage to create something good. Okay, but with this information, you can get in danger. For example, you can um, create problems, but it's not the information, it's just you. Okay, good. And okay, Kasum is beautiful panel. Hello from Cricket, Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka, from Sri Lanka. Oh, you get Sri Lanka too. Good. Hello, Kasum. Okay, thank you everyone. Send many kisses to all of you, etc. Okay, anyone can want to add something, say something? I don't know. Evelina, Katerina, no. Perfect. Okay, see you next time, next week for the other the protocol. We don't know the theme of the protocol because the theme of the protocol is secret because to give less contamination, less pollution at all about the information. Okay,
But
so
I want to just mention that it's a very, very interesting protocol information for next week. So stay tuned.
okay, thank you.
Thank you,
Bye.
Carlo. Thank you,
Thank you.
everyone.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.